Hey guys, we are doing something slightly different today. It's a review of sorts, but not really. Kind of more of a quick look and a quick comparison of two figures here. So we have got the Easter edition chocolate bunny variant of the Bucky O'Hare figure from Boss Fight Studio. If you saw my recent toy haul video, you saw that I got this guy. He is limited to 400 pieces. He is on that same kind of collector-friendly packaging that we saw with the first wave. So you can pull the card out, take the figure out, and put it all back if you really wanted. The figure is exactly the same, but the card art is different. It's a chocolate Easter bunny version of Bucky O'Hare there. There's butterflies and Easter eggs, and a lot of little just Eastery things that are on there. And then the back shows the same kind of stuff we saw previously, but some things are still different. So we've got that Neil Adams style artwork. We've got the chocolate bunny down there, and then we've got the first and second wave shown on the card back, as well as the Storm Toad Trooper, which is coming sometime soon. So let's pull this guy out and take a look at him next to the original Bucky. Alright guys, so here he is out of the box, and what can I say? I like the first figure, I like this figure as well. They are, again, identical figures. All this is a redeco and just a goofy variant for the Easter holiday. So he's that same kind of figure. He's got all the same articulation. You know, we've got articulating ears. We've got joints all over the place. He is fully loaded with articulation for such a small 4-inch-ish scale figure. He's got the articulated tail. And honestly, I actually had an easier time with this particular figure. My one gripe with the original figure was that I have a really hard time putting his cape on. This one did not have that issue. It popped right in, stays in really well. That kind of lends me to believe that my first one might have just been a little messed up in terms of the peg for the cape, but that's just one thing to note. I actually had an easier time with this new guy. I said in my toy haul video that I love Easter bunnies as far as, you know, the candy goes. I love a giant chocolate Easter bunny, and this guy really does it for me. Everything about him just looks perfect. He has that it's the Palmer brand is usually what, like, that's the main brand of holiday themed chocolate. This brown looks exactly like an Easter bunny. He's got the white accents to make it look like white chocolate accessories and the goggles as well as the belt. And then he's got that bright pink pastel color for the eyes and the visors on the goggles. So, you know, like I said, they are identical. Everything down to the deco on them, it's just all a different color. That's all it is. It's just different coloration. So if you were maybe on the fence about this one or thought, hey, I absolutely need this one, you don't absolutely need him unless you're like me and feel compelled to buy stuff like this, which is just goofy and fun and different. But he is a good, solid action figure too. He's fully loaded with articulation. You know, head can swivel. We've got jointed elbows, we've got swiveling arms, we've got rotation at the wrist, there is a waist twist, the legs have articulation, we've got jointed knees, we've got hinged and rocker ankles, and we've got hinged toes. So, you know, again, he's a small figure, but he is super articulated for his size, just like Boss Fight Studios' Vitruvian Hacks line. It's that same style. So a very small package, but an overall very, very densely populated figure as far as details and articulation. Of course, this guy is a little more on the basic side just because of what he is, but if you're like me and it just looks wacky and fun and cool and different, and you are a humongous Bucky O'Hare fan, then he's kind of a no-brainer. He does still come with all of the same style of accessories that the original one had. I've got him using a different style hand here. Obviously, he's got his pointing finger, but we've got the different faces. We've got the extra hands. We've got, 4 extra hands outside of the 2 that he comes with in the box, and then he does come with an extra, you know, white chocolate blaster pistol. So he's got the 2 guns, he's got 6 total hands, and he's got 3 total faces. So you really can't go wrong in terms of articulation, sculpt, details, and then the overall accessory package with these figures. So yeah, at the end of the day, this is a cool figure. Like I said, it's not really a review. I've already reviewed this figure, and I'll put a link down in the description below to the first wave with Bucky and Jenny. But this guy is just something different. He's something cool. He's something that, again, not everybody has to have, but if you really want something that's pretty unique, because let's face it, this is definitely a bit out there for a variant as far as a figure goes, but it works pretty perfectly. He's a rabbit. You know, chocolate Easter bunny, it works perfectly. The only real downside to this figure is that he was actually $5 more expensive than the original. As of this video, he is still available, limited to 400 pieces only, so if you are interested, I'll put a link to that down below as well. Check them out. You know, if you're not interested, I would highly recommend getting the first wave of figures because they are pretty amazing. There's a reason they made my top 10 of 2017. So I just had to show this guy off, let you guys take a look and see what he has to offer. That's going to do it for this little quick look at the holiday variant Easter Bunny Bucky O'Hare figure from Boss Fight Studio. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And until next time, guys.